ABC6 Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Kelly Bates.
Welcome back everyone. We do have a lot of clouds out here. We have some restricted visibilities in place as well. And that all has to do with our storm that is already beginning to affect southern New England. We have temperatures that are very warm and our dew points are right here as well. It may even feel a little bit muggy to you out there, as again, our dew points are in the 60s and that's our benchmark for whether or not we would consider something muggy, just an item of note. Our winds are already beginning to increase. These are our sustained winds and we have already picked up higher gusts locally. Take New Bedford, for example, current wind gust of 30 miles per hour. And it's coastal areas that are going to be bearing the brunt of the wind that we're expecting from the storm. Now, this isn't necessarily the storm. It's tied to the front that will then make the storm. Here's where that front is now. As we watch the energy emerge off the mid-Atlantic coast, it's then going to develop into an area of low pressure that will rapidly intensify as it moves through southern New England. That's the stormy part. So we're not there yet. We are expected to get there, though, as we go through the overnight tonight. So again, our area of low pressure will be developing and intensifying as this front meets the coast, and then it will basically deepen and intensify. So that's where our rapidly increasing winds and very gusty winds will come from. It's also going to create torrential downpours at times. It will likely impact our early commute, but as the system leaves, we're going to notice a couple of things. A few things, actually. We will clear the sky, temperatures are going to drop very quickly, and winds are going to decrease. So how much rain can we expect? Well, we have the potential of seeing a lot of rain in the interior. So it's sort of like rain's going to be the deal inside. Along the coast, it's going to be a wind deal. But when we have rainfall totals, at least the potential of 3 inches or even higher, you bet we have the potential of flooding. And flash flooding is on the menu here for the areas particularly shaded in the red area. So please keep that in mind. Flash flooding is like no joke. Anyway, we do have a flood watch that is in effect through tomorrow morning. We also have high wind as another facet of this storm. Interior winds could gust as high as 40 to 50 miles per hour. Along the coast, they could top 60 miles per hour, particularly out by the Cape. And that's why we do have the high wind warning in effect for coastal areas out to the Cape. Otherwise, we are in wind advisory criteria. So when we sum up all of our impacts from this multifaceted storm, we've got rain, we've got wind, and we've got coastal issues. As a byproduct of the wind, we have the potential of seeing power outages as well. And I did mention coastal issues. We have a storm warning in effect for all coastal areas. And that's because along the immediate coast, we're looking at winds possible of 30 to 50 knots and waves at 7 to 10 feet. Meanwhile, offshore, we're looking at conditions that are, well, even worse. And we do have a coastal flooding advisory in effect for coastal areas, particularly during the time of the morning high tide. And for our corner of southern New England, it's around 6 a.m. Now, the window of time for this advisory is between 4 and 8 a.m. So you see it sort of bookends the morning high tide time. So with all of that said, we've got rain, we've got wind, we've got a chance of thunderstorms as the system deepens and intensifies. Temperatures are going to be running in the upper 50s to lower 60s throughout the night tonight. Now, once we get to tomorrow, our high temperature will be 59. It'll be what we see first thing in the morning. But as we get into the afternoon and clear, temperatures will be dropping into the low 40s by the time we hit the late commute. Winds, again, are going to be very, very gusty. We are expecting power outages in here as well. So there are a lot of things that you can actually do now to prepare for this. You could charge up anything that you may want to use tomorrow. So that would be your phone, or charge up any chargeable batteries, because you may need them should you lose power tomorrow.
Definitely, and I know we'll be tracking this storm through the night and on Good Morning Providence as well, so be sure to tune in there for all the latest updates.
We'll be here.
Awesome. Thanks, Kelly. Ian, over to you.